In the guest bedroom, Damon pushed Marcy away from him. She fell unceremoniously on her butt. "Who is that girl?" Damon hurried to button up his pants. Marcy looked confused. "What girl?" "The one with towels. She left towels in the bathroom and left." Damon roared and jabbed his hand into his hair in frustration. "Damn it!" Marcy stared at Damon and blinked rapidly, trying to understand what happened. Less than a minute ago, Marcy went down on him, and she did wonderfully. But then Damon inhaled the most seductive, sweet, citrusy scent that reminded him of delicate freesia flowers, and his body lurched in response. "Mate!" Damon's wolf said. "What?" Damon asked himself in disbelief while staring at Marcy. If Marcy were his mate, why did his wolf remain silent during lunch? And why did her scent change? Marcy didn't smell like freesia. Her scent resembled coconut, and traces of it lingered everywhere. But this new scent felt gentle and seductive. His wolf growled, "Not her! The bathroom!" Damon whipped his head in that direction, just in time to see Talia disappear behind the door with a handful of towels. He watched Talia as she sneaked out of the room, observing her small frame in oversized clothes and her coppery-colored hair that reached just below her shoulders. She remained totally unaware that Damon watched her. "Stop her!" Damon's wolf demanded. "She's the one for us! If you let her go, you will regret it!" "Stop!" Damon shouted, but Talia vanished, and the door closed. He couldn't get up and go after her because Marcy was still pleasuring him, and if he made sudden movements, she might bite him. The girl disappeared, and what Marcy did didn't feel good anymore, especially not while his wolf growled at Marcy while urging Damon to go after Talia. Back to the present, Marcy's eyes widened when she understood what Damon said. There was a girl in here? Damon nodded.
"Who is in charge of towels?"
He didn't know anything about the sneaky girl, and he disliked that his wolf told him Talia was his mate. But he felt an urge to understand the aching need to get close to the girl with the coppery-colored hair. For that, he needed to find her. Marcy shrugged. "I don't know who handles towels. One of the Omegas." "Find out!" Damon squeezed through his teeth. Marcy lowered her head in submission, nodding. "Yes, Alpha Damon. I will find out and let you know." Marcy responded robotically and left the room with urgency. Now outside the reach of Damon's wrath, Marcy had space to think. She hated that he used his alpha tone on her, but more pressing, someone saw her pleasuring Damon. Yes, he was her future husband, but she definitely needed to do damage control and send a warning to all Omegas on how they should behave. Marcy snorted. No wonder her father looked down on Omegas. They seemed useless. She glanced left and right and spotted a group of Omegas lingering at the end of the hallway. "You! I have some questions." Meanwhile, Damon paced through his room, and discomfort in his lower abdominal area got his attention. He remembered that Marcy had taken him in, and just when it got good, it stopped, leaving him halfway, with Marcy's coconutty scent lingering on him. He didn't think much about Marcy's scent before, but now he found it repulsive. Did the towel girl cause this? Her sweet citrusy scent felt addictive and he craved more. How could a girl smell so good? Damon saw many wolves lose themselves once they found their mates. It happened with Caden the moment he met Maya. Caden always acted carefree, with an edge and eagerness for adventure and to experience new things. But once Maya entered the picture, Caden's whole world shifted, and she became the center of his everything. Damon and Caden grew up together, and they shared many hardships. Damon knew Caden would never betray him, but he felt confident that if Caden ever needed to pick between his loyalty to Damon and infatuation with Maya, Damon would be left hanging. Would Damon allow his world to change because of one girl? That wouldn't happen. No way. He would fight this off. Damon decided to shower. Just the thought of Marcy touching him made him feel dirty, and he needed to wash it off. As warm water caressed his body, Images of the coppery-colored hair flashed in front of his eyes, and he remembered the sweet citrusy scent of freesia, and he became aroused again. "Shit!" Damon exclaimed and turned off the hot water. Damon changed into fresh clothes and headed out of the room when someone knocked on the door. Damon opened the door to find Nora. "Alpha Damon, Alpha Edward, and Beta Raymond returned, and Alpha Edward is waiting in the study. He said that you could join him any time if that works for you. I'm here to show you the way." Damon frowned. Yes, Alpha Edward, Marcy. That's why he came here. "I'm ready now. Please, lead the way." Nora smiled and gestured to her left. When her father said he would inform Alpha Damon that Alpha Edward waited for him, Nora offered to deliver the message instead of her father. Nora hoped that Damon would say he would see Alpha Edward later, and then she would offer to wait in his room, and then... the possibilities. In the study, Marcy's father greeted Damon. "Alpha Damon! I hope your trip went well and that so far things are in order. I apologize for not welcoming you personally when you arrived, but I had urgent matters to take care of. I'm sure you understand." "Of course," Damon responded with a straight face. Yes, he understood that this showed how Alpha Edward disrespected him. Scouts found something suspicious? There should have been a report and someone issuing orders. The Alpha himself didn't need to investigate. It seemed like a lame excuse for Alpha Edward to avoid welcoming Alpha Damon personally. Damon knew very well what Alpha Edward thought of him. "How was your trip?" Damon felt no mood for exchanging meaningless pleasantries. "Trip went fine. Your wife showed us to our rooms and lunch satisfied us. Your daughter expressed interest in us getting to know each other better, but I wanted to talk to you first."
Talk to me? About what?
"About what you want." Damon went right to the point. Alpha Edward chuckled awkwardly. "I want my daughter to have a good husband and to receive proper care. You are available and fulfill all the criteria. At the same time, Marcy is a beautiful young lady who has all the skills to be a remarkable Luna. Did you expect something else?" Damon narrowed his eyes. "When you put it that way, it sounds like you are not getting anything out of it." "What would I be getting? Once you and Marcy marry, she will live with you. I only hope that you will let her visit us occasionally. Of course, I would love to visit as well, but I stay busy with managing my pack and training James, and I don't have much free time, so maybe I will visit you when James takes over. I can spend some time with my grandkids." Damon clenched his teeth in irritation. How could this old fart say he felt too busy to visit, yet he requested that Damon stay with him for a few days? Shameless. Damon stood up from the chair and stuffed his hands in his jeans pockets. "Alpha Edward, we will leave tomorrow this time. Until then, think about all the conditions you want to attach with me being close to Marcy. I want to know all parts of the deal before I agree to anything, and I am not a man who changes the conditions on the fly. If you try to reach for anything that's mine, there will be consequences." Alpha Edward's lips twitched. "Are you threatening me?" "No, I am giving you a heads up."
See that button on screen? That's your full story. Tap it and download the Pocket FM app now for free.